Hello everyone! Today is the 30th anniversary of the Nicktoons, which are animated shows created for Nickelodeon. And no, their animated preschool shows do not count. So, it originally started with 3 shows, Ren and Stimpy, Doug, and Rugrats. But then it evolved into having 30-something shows on the network. I don't know what the latest one is called, but the latest one I can think of is Glitch Text. I'll have to watch it sometime, but I hear it's a really great show. But enough about that. We'll go back to 1991, on Sunday, when the world was introduced to the Nicktoons, starting with Doug. Doug wasn't all that popular, but it still paved the way for other shows similar to it, such as Hey Arnold and The Loud House, which were slice of life shows on Nickelodeon. Then following it would come Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy. And Ren and Stimpy was the most popular one of the 3 because it pushed the boundaries of what a children's show could do. And in my opinion, it's more boundary pushing than Tiny Toons or Animaniacs will ever be. Even though those 2 shows are better in my opinion, and they had better humor. But anyways, we'll save that for the end of the video. But right now, let me show you the things I have in regards to the original 3 Nicktoons. We will first begin with the Capri Sun decals that were sold in 1992 all the way until July 1st, 1993. This first one is of Doug and Pork Chop. And oddly enough, it's number 3. I would personally put it at number 2 because it would have made a little more sense. But anyways, here's the back. And now we have Powdered Toast Man. And come on, focus. Well, his eyes are not colored white for some reason. And he has the wrong color scheme. Okay, so I need to make a little correction. That card I just showed you actually had Powdered Toast Man's first design. That explains why his color scheme is not like the final one we're all used to. Anyways, back to the video. But anyways, here's the back. Now we will move on to home video releases, starting with Ren and Stimpy. Okay, so I'm back, and now here's the VHS. Here's the front, and the sides, the top, and now here's the back. Now here's the other release I have, On Duty. So here's the front and the sides, the top, and now here's the back. Never mind how they passed the physicals. Today's most popular comedy team, a scrawny, irritable chihuahua, and his sweet but stupid feline sidekick, proves that a uniform can make anyone look good. Watch Ren and Stimpy brave the harsh tundra, wild animals, and, most terrifying of all, Limburger cheese. Join Ren and Stimpy in the stirring Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman anthem, and rock out to the brand new Fire Dogs music video from the You Idiot album. Doing the voice of Ren is just fun. Now let's move on to my VHS release of Doug. Patty, you're the mayonnaise for me. Here's the front, and the sides, the top, and now the back. There's actually another music video besides this one, Shout Your Lungs Out, and that's called Banging on a Trash Can. now, here's the tape. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to show you the tapes for the Ren and Stimpy releases. Sorry about that. Here's Ren and Stimpy, the classics. And On Duty. It's torn up now, but this VHS came from Blockbuster. So now we will move on to a miscellaneous VHS tape from the Nicktoons. Friends Variety Pack, hosted by Ren and Stimpy. And this was the first ever VHS release to include Rocko's Modern Life, which had premiered the year after this tape came out. So here's the spines, the top, and now the back. And here's the tape itself. Now we will move on to the one that I'm proud of the most, Rugrats. Starting with the second movie of the franchise, Rugrats in Paris the Movie. Here's the spine and the back. And the tape inside. Now we will move on to my DVDs, all of which are Rugrats. Decade in Diapers. Here's the side and the back. And here's the disc itself. And now, Nick Picks Volume 1. Here's the spine with Goddard there. But back to Rugrats. All Grown Up was the spin-off of Rugrats. And this episode is from the original series. And now here's something interesting I want to show you. If you look on here, the DVD says Nick Jr. DVD. I'm not sure why I put it on, why they put it on there, but Rugrats was actually aired on Nick Jr. and Doug was actually aired on Noggin in the early years. That's neato. So now, I will now show you my purple Reptar figure. I am proud to own this. And it's a Funko Pop. And last but not least, my Nickelodeon sign. Now I want to end this video with a confession. I don't like Ren and Stimpy. Well, I mean, that was probably expected because of what I said in comparison to Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs. However, it's not because of Stimpy, and it's not because of the episodes, because the episodes are extremely hit or miss. It's mostly because of the overall viewing experience. You see, I'm not a fan of horror films, and one thing people who don't like horror don't like is being scared. And Ren and Stimpy has some pretty scary moments. And it also has some gross out, which I don't find amusing at all. But again, some can work while others don't. It's also because of Ren himself. Not only is he possibly the worst and most evil cartoon character I've ever seen, but he's also pretty cruel. Now, I know some people will say that's part of his character, and it was supposed to be boundary pushing, and I can understand that. And in Royal Canadian Kilted Yak, and there are some episodes where I can actually say I enjoy him. Look at Royal Canadian Kilted Yaksman for further proof of that. But yeah, all of the bad things he's done to Stimpy, that's pretty messed up. But there's also another reason I don't like Ren, and maybe I shouldn't go into that because that is extremely messed up. Anyways, Doug is a pretty good show and is criminally underrated, and Rugrats is easily the best of the original 3 Nicktoons. So, with that out of the way, I hope to wish everyone a good time, and as for the Nicktoons, happy 30th anniversary!